Okay. All right, well, you don't have your book, so you're going to have to sit there and practice your sight words for the week. Okay? Bring your book tomorrow.
This. Did you press?
I did. I hope so.
Oh.
All right, where are you going?
There, with some dry grass. Then he puts it in a cart. I need a new week, he said.
Let me hear Adam.
There.
Okay, well, let's phrase it. Remember yesterday we said this is the base word. Remember, this is the base word. So we're going to figure that part out first.
Hey. Right.
Good.
So dry grass, and he puts it on.
Okay, so let's, what did you say?
Number one.
Okay.
He
Okay,
puts it in
there you go.
a cart.
Okay, good. So this word right here, you see what you said. What word is that? Okay, but this is the word in our book. You see the difference? Okay, so that vowel change, that changes the whole word. So you guys be careful, okay? Put that finger under that word if you need to. Let's read one more sentence.
I need a new break, he said.
Nice. And hear the chord.
The cart hit a big rock. Rabbit ran as fast as he could. Oh, Rabbit cried. Bear hit a rock.
Nice reading. Let me hear Patrick.
Where did Bear go? Asked Rabbit. Bear's friends looks.
Good. Oh, you caught it. Proud of you. So we have our base word, which is what? And we add the ed at the end, which makes it what? Looked. And we know that the ed says what? How many things?
3 things.
3 things, which are what?
He.
What sound does it make?
He.
Yeah, what sound does T make? What else? It. And one more. Good. So you said looked, but then shout out to Patrick. He said looked, and then he went back and he was like, no, that doesn't sound right. And so you said looked. Good job. Way to correct yourself. Okay, keep going. Let me listen to you read another sentence.
Bear freaking look under the dry grass. They looked in the cart and under the hat.
Nice. Reading. Let me listen to you one more time. You do listen.
And put a big rock between us.
What was that?
As fast as he could.
Good. Okay, let's wrap it up. Let's talk about our book real quick, okay? So, reading our book, Bear in the Cart. Let's talk about, yeah, this is for you too, even though you don't have your book. You read it last night. So I'm going to take this from you, okay? Because I want you answering questions. What did Bear leave? So here's our first question. What did Bear leave on top of the grass in the cart? So we have Bear is our main character. What did Bear leave on top of the cart of grass? Adam. Oh, I like how he's going back through his book. Look how he's going back. He's going to read or look at the pictures to help him answer the question.
So, this
Yes, it did, Brett, but listen to the question. What did Bear Right, what did Bear leave on top of the cart of grass? Brody.
The hat.
He left the hat. If you look on the cover of your book, right, we notice that he left the hat. Here's my next question. I want you to think about it. Why, Michael? This might be for you. Why do you think he did that? Why would Bear leave his hat on top of the cart? Why would he do that? Victoria?
To trick them.
Okay, so you think maybe he was trying to trick them? Michael, do you think he was purposely trying to trick his friend? You do? Well,
No.
okay. Okay, Patrick says no, Brody said why not? Explain. Why did Bear leave his hat on the cart of grass?
Because it might have been hot and his hat might make it been hotter on his head, so he probably just took it off.
You know, have you ever worked outside and you get sweaty? Now, it doesn't tell us that, but we can infer that Bear probably took his hat off, Michael, because he got hot. When you work outside, you get hot. Look at his hairs.
Ears.
Okay. Oh, look at his ears. So good job. We can infer that maybe he put that hat up there because he needed a break from it. His head was hot. Now, here's our next question. Michael, this is for you. When Rabbit saw Bear's hat when Rabbit saw Bear's hat sitting on the cart, what did he think? When Rabbit saw his hat, what did he think?
Rabbit thinks Bear was resting in the cart.
Okay, so Rabbit thought that Bear was resting in the cart. Do we agree with Michael? Okay, so why, if you look on page 3, I know you don't have your book, but if you turn to page 3, so open it up to page 3. Page 3, okay, thank you. How does it help you predict, now looking at page 3, how does it help you predict what is going to happen? So if we look at page number 3, right here, we're making a prediction. What do we think is going to happen? Notice the illustration, and I know you pointed this out earlier, Adam. What do we notice is happening to Bear?
That the rake broke.
The rake broke, okay? So what can we predict is going to happen to Bear? If his rake breaks, Brody, what do we think is going to happen next?
He's gonna go by home because he can't sweep the dry grass.
Okay, so do you agree, Patrick and Michael? Do you think that Bear's going to have to go get a new rake?
Yeah.
Yeah, if it breaks, is he going to be able to rake?
No.
So what's going to happen to his hat if Bear has to go and get a new rake, Victoria? If Bear walks away to get a new rake, what's going to happen to his hat? It's going to stay on the grass, and he's not going to be there, right? It's going to stay there. How would you describe Rabbit as a character? Okay, and we talk about this a lot. Everyone's tracking this thought. We talk a lot about when we describe, and we talk about internal, like how we are as people and how we are as characters. And that means kind, loving, giving, and sometimes it's negative and it's mean and ugly and hateful. But how would we describe Rabbit as a character? If you describe Rabbit, what would you say, Michael?
Bouncy.
Okay, he's bouncy. That's his character. Now, he might physically bounce around, but if you talk about what kind of rabbit he is, what would you say, Brody?
I think he's a kind rabbit because he thought that in this case that was the bear and he was running fast. So I was saying, save him.
He said kind, and I think you're right. He saw that hat and he was worried. Can you say worried? He was trying to save him. He was worried about him. Hey, that's a good friend. So his character trait, Michael, yes, he likes to bounce around because he's a rabbit, true. But his character is he is, what did you say, Brody?
Kind.
Kind. He's kind. He's a good friend, okay? We can see that in lots of characters that we're reading about, and that's how we make connections with our characters, because they have a lot of the same character traits that we have, right? So that helps us to understand and relate to our story. Good job reading our bear book. Now, this is a part of a series, so we're going to see Bear, Rabbit, and Bear's friends again, okay? Adam, you can put your sight words up, buddy. We're going to look at our new book today. Before we do that, we're going to do a little sight word review. Okay, so everyone's tracking because it might be yours. We're going to look at some sight words. We reviewed our whole pack of sight words yesterday, and it took us a while, but we needed it. Okay, we're not going to go through them all today, but I am going to pull a few out that I want us to go over. Hand down for just a second, okay? Here are some sight words that we are going to see in our book today that I want to just kind of give us a refresher and a reminder about. But remember, everyone's sitting up tall. Everyone's sitting up tall. Hands are in their lap. Hands are in their lap. That our sight words we have to know quick, okay? A lot of them are rule breakers. We try to stretch them out, and it's not going to work. Plus, we see these in our book all the time, so we need to know them fast, just like when we see our name. We don't stretch our name out anymore. We already know it. So that's where we're going, okay? Here's our first one. This word is for, or let's just all blurt it out together. Here it is. What do we have? Good. We have this. Good job. Nice and fast. Here's our next one. Blurt.
Has.
Good. Has. Nice. Here's our next one. Blurt.
Gay.
Ooh, Brody was fast. Okay, here's our next one. Blurt. Oh, I love it. Okay, here we go. Blurt.
Sun.
Nice. Okay, what if I change that O to an A? Blurt.
Say.
Oh, good job. We're going to change it back to an O. Okay, 2 more. Here's our next word. Them. And we'll say them. Okay, we have that THE, that M, them. And that means all of us. Shh. Next word, last one.
Over.
Nice and fast. Good. So these are going to be a few of the sight words you're going to see in your book today, okay? We're going to leave them on the board, but they got to be quick. All right, let's look at our book. We're going to introduce it, and then we're going to do some decoding words. So I'm going to give you a word in front of you. I'm going to give some dojos out to some friends who are following directions and listening, not interrupting. We're going to look at our book today, and I'm going to give you a word in front of you, okay? I'm going to start with Michael, and then he's going to decode and explain what he saw in our book. We're going to read the book today, Monster Trucks. Super cool. In this book is about monster trucks, and if you don't know, monster trucks can be very big and loud. They have big wheels and engines, and their engines make a lot of noise. In this book, you are going to learn more about what monster trucks look like and the amazing tricks that they do, okay? So as you go through this book, you're going to have lots of, lots of photographs in here that are going to show you all the awesome tricks that they do. So we're going to get to read about that, okay? Before we start reading our book, we're going to pull some words out of our monster truck book that I want you to decode. I'm going to start with Michael. Okay, we'll get to talk in just a minute, okay? Michael's going first. Here's his word. Everyone's tracking Michael because he's going to decode this word that we're going to see.
Monster.
Good. We added another word in there and he was like, no, it's just one. What did you see in that word, Michael, that helped you decode it?
Monster. Monster.
Yes. Did you see anything in that word that you know? Any chunks?
Yes, this one.
What is that? What is that one?
ER.
Yeah, what does the ER say? Yeah, terrible, horrible drivers, they step on their brakes and they say, right there. Good. What about this? What is this?
ST.
Okay, what do we call that when we have two consonant letters blended together? This is Michael's.
A blend.
A blend. Remember, we can see blends at the beginning, middle, or end of a word. Very good. Here is Patrick. I'm blank. Everyone's tracking Patrick.
Wheel.
Good. He said wheel. What if I did this?
Wheel.
Wheel. So it went from singular to plural. Tell us what you saw in that word that helped you decode it.
A vowel team.
Yes, he saw a vowel team. And what do you notice? What does it say? Eee. And what do you notice at the beginning of your word?
The friends that like to go running.
Yeah, right here. What do we call that? We have all of our letters with it. We have a WH. Who remembers what that's called? It's not a vowel team. It's not a blend. What's it called? Do you remember, Patrick?
Diagraph.
Diagraph. It's our WH diagraph. And what does it say, Patrick? They're out of breath. They run all the time. That's what they love to do. Okay, here is Victoria. Okay, everyone's tracking Victoria. Good. What did you see in that word, Victoria?
SH.
Nice. Which is what? What do we call this? A diagraph, which that one can be at the beginning or the end, Michael. What else did you notice?
The SN.
The SN. What do we call that? One. Two consonant letters blended together. Adam, here's yours. Everyone's tracking Adam.
People.
Nice. What did you see in people? People love to go to the monster truck shows.
O.
Okay, we see the EO. And what does the PLE say at the end?
P. O.
Say pull. So we have people. Last friend we have. Everyone's tracking. Here's Brody's word.
Drive.
Okay, look at that first letter.
Drive.
Drive, because you said bribe and you're like, were you like, I've never heard of that before. Did you think that, Brody? So then we switched it. We have drive. Now look, I'm going to add something to the end. Now what does the word become?
Driving. Driver.
Driver. Oh, you ready? So it was drive, so it was a verb. I put an R at the end, and now it became a noun. Driver. That's a person. Good job. There are drivers in the monster truck, for sure. Do they drive? That's their verb. And they are a driver, so that's their noun. We are going to read, I'm going to start with Brody. We're going to read our title, Monster Trucks. I'm going to go around the table, and here we go. I know you have a question, but you're going to have to wait because we're out of time. All right. Here, buddy.
Look at this truck is tall.
Hey, what is this?
It has four horns.
Nice.
It has a nose.
Nice. So look at that exclamation mark at the end. So when we see that, we can read it like that. Look at this truck. Okay. Let me hear Adam.
It has
Okay. Freeze. Everyone, wrap it up for my eyes on this touch. Okay, I meant to talk about this before you started reading. There is a word in your book that I wanted to show you, and here it is right here. It's E-Y-E-S, okay? Now this is a rule breaker. This one is eyes. Can you say eyes?
eyes.
So these are eyes. E-Y-E-S, the word is eyes, okay? Yeah, keep them.
big, real?
Yeah. Remember, Patrick had that word?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Let me hear Victoria.
And monster are
Okay, so start over again.
and monster trucks
There you go.
are fun.
Good, because first you said monster truck, but we got to read through the word because there's an S at the end. So good job. All right, let me hear it.
They can jump and flip and fly.
Good, let me hear Patrick.
Tall and tall.
Look at that word. Okay, what are you noticing? You want to get them ready, the rest of them? No, it's okay. I'll stop it.
Okay, so you table you can clean up now.
And tail.
Yeah.
Table you can clean up now.
Okay, keep going. Let me hear you read that one.
Table you can clean up now.
Monster
Good, let me hear Michael.
Yellow table you can clean up now. When you're done cleaning up, you're gonna line up together like
Next page. Nice. That's pretty cool.
no thank you.
Okay, let me hear you read that sentence.
You can see fun. Fun.
Hold on, look at that. Look at the vowels.
A monster truck.
Good. All right. So we're gonna get this put up. Reading at home. We're gonna talk about it tomorrow. I know they're all ripped. Goodness. I'll put some tape on this one. All right. We're gonna line up for one.
Books are always